So the other persons who are disabled and who cannot sue regarding that, we now will discuss regarding the position of corporations. So in that connection, we'll start from a leading case. In South Heaton Coal Company versus North Eastern News Association in 1894, the Queen's Bench held that a corporation is a legal person, so it may sue for a libel or any other wrong affecting property or business. So also in another leading case, Mayor of Manchester versus Williams in 1891, the Queen's Bench held that it cannot maintain an action for personal wrong as certain torts by their nature cannot be committed against a corporation. A corporation is liable for torts committed by its agents or servants to the same extent as a principal is liable for torts of his agents or an employer for the torts of his servant, provided the tort is committed in the course of doing an act which is within the scope of the powers of the corporation. And now we'll discuss regarding the ultra virus torts. So, a corporation, however, will not be liable in the act of its servant is not authorized by the article of its incorporation. In other words, which is ultra virus of the corporation. So, in the leading case, Tribhuvan Murthy Pillai versus Municipal Council in 1961, the Madras High Court held that the council is liable for damages, and the very fact of the case was that regarding killing of stray dogs by the council. So, at the beginning, the corporation could not be held liable for wrongs involving malice or fraud on the ground that a corporation has no mind. But now it is settled down that corporation is liable for wrongs even of malice and fraud. So a corporation can sue for libel and slander affecting the management of the trade and business of the corporation, so also on the ground of insolvency or with dishonest or incompetent management, it can sue for damages. In India, a registered union, a suit for damages may be brought against the registered name of the trade union. In case of unregistered, it may be sued in the name of one or more members of that union. But Section 18 of the Trade Union Act 1926 provides that no suit shall also lie against them for acts done in furtherance of trade disputes. So, in the very leading case in Rohtas Industries Limited and others in 1976, Justice Krishna Iyer observed that the claims by the employers against workmen on grounds of liability in torts have not been found a place in the scope and jurisdiction of Indian industrial law. And now we'll go to the next person disabled who cannot sue is the minors or infants. So, before enactment of the Congenial Disabilities Act 1976, an infant may sue, but by next friend only, and an infant could not bring any action if he suffered any injury when he was in his mother's womb. The main features of the act are: one is action will lie if the child born alive but disabled, but if died before 48 hours of birth, then no compensation. And the second one, an action will lie if the child being bearing capacity of the parents has been affected even before conception. And the third one is an action lies against a negligent mother. So the fourth one, that is relating to contributory negligence of the parents. So the son can be pleaded. So now we'll go to the next category of disabled person who cannot sue. That is an insolvent. So a bankrupt or an insolvent is under a disability to sue for wrongs in respect of his property, but can sue in case of personal wrongs such as assault, defamation, etc. Sometimes an insolvent's right to sue if he both the wrongs. The action under tort will be divided, and regarding his property it will pass to the trustee or to the official assignee or the official recoverer, but right of action in respect of tort will exclusively lies with the insolvent. And now we'll go to the last person disabled who cannot sue, and that is relating to foreign state where cannot sue in any court out of its jurisdiction in another country for a action in tort, but under section 24 of the Code of Civil Procedure, a foreign state can sue for tort if such state has been officially recognized by the government of India. So, in our next upcoming video, we will discuss such persons against whom who cannot be sued. That means you cannot sue. There are certain persons such as the king or sovereign, the foreign sovereign, ambassadors, public officials, infants, lunatics, corporations, trade unions, and married women. And all those we will discuss in our upcoming video.